I guess my first question to you is: I understand that APB was inspired by article. So, with that being said, before getting involved with the project, did you read that article beforehand, or if not, can you talk a bit about how your involvement with the project started?
Yeah, no, I didn't read the article. I heard about that after I got on the show. But I read the script, and I really like the idea of what's going on in the world with all this new technology that seems to be changing by the second.
Exactly.
And but I don't see an effort to use it in a positive way in terms of the community, and in our social programs. And it seems sometimes that it's only limited to those who have money.
Sure.
And I think it's an unfortunate thing. And so one of the things I was really cautious about the show was I don't like the idea of privatizing, but I do like the idea of police, law enforcement having access to some of this technology that might alter the way we approach law enforcement, as opposed to, the old school way of 50 years ago, just throw more force at it. Because that doesn't work well. It doesn't serve well, and I think it's dated. So we need a new approach, and I think technology. So when I read the script, I loved the idea, the possibilities of it, and I wanted to be a part of it, even though the character, I wasn't quite sure where they were going to go with the character and what exactly I was going to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
But they told me to be patient, and I love the way it took a few episodes to kind of gel, to kind of come together. But I just think it really turned into a really exciting show.
Awesome, awesome. Now, you were just talking about like that whole idea of technology and old school versus new school, so to speak, and I feel that that's actually a good comparison, not only to law enforcement and the way that landscape of law enforcement is now, but also even just within the realm of filmmaking itself, especially with what can be done with special effects. So you
Yeah.
had an opportunity to be a part of a lot of great films that do a bit of both. So over the course of your career, would you say that you prefer um, doing green screen or having something practical in front of you?
Practical is always better, at least in my mind. It's great that we can do things in green screen, and we can see images, and that, it would be impossible otherwise. So I look at, what's that Marvel thing? Was it Daredevil? It was, that last one about the
Luke Cage.
doctor.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange, yeah, and but it's so where you can. It's incredible. But I think having the practical, because it depends on the story you're trying to tell as well. Yeah, I just think it just works better. It works better as an actor. Acting to me is an extension of when I was 5 years old, running around playing.
Percent, sure.
And whatever it can get you into believing what is going on is real.
Right.
Then that's better. So we got a green screen and they're describing something, and you're trying to relate to it, but it's not like if there's at least a facsimile of something there, right there, that you can respond to. To me, it's always better. It certainly makes your job easier, because you want to bring to anything that you do a certain integrity.
Right.
And it's very hard when there's, when it's all imagined. So I prefer that. But financially, I guess it's becoming less and less. Say at the end of the day, so much of it is determined by the bottom line, dollars and cents of it.
Sure, sure.
Well, I love stories, and so sci-fi takes us into, another realm, another dimension. It takes reality and sort of, it distorts it a bit or extends it a bit, and so it gets more into our imaginations. Even though it might be a metaphor for something else, but I think it just takes us to a different place, and I like being able to be a part of that imaginary, whether we're creating a world of monsters or a world of spaceships or whatever. I mean, it gets beyond the everyday reality, and that's very exciting to me because stories open us up to other possibilities, and it allows us to build on that kind of creativity as a society, as you just so that's very exciting to me. Well, I'd love to. Honestly, working on the show, I have no idea what the hell we were doing. So I'm as excited as anybody because I'm like, David Lynch is amazing. Listen, I would have done anything to be a part of this show because I've just, admire his work so much. But I'm like, they said, well, Ernie, don't tell anybody. I'm like, tell them what? I don't even know what I'm doing to myself. So it should be. I'm looking forward to seeing it. It should be interesting.
All right, awesome. Well, Ernie, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Oh, man, great talking to you. Take care of yourself.